Ivan G, and this is EM Online TV. I still getting a great chance to meet with people from different nations. Today we get a guest here from Europe, and also we need to share some ritual. And the good things, he has some experts about donors, NGOs, and other things. So we want to know, we want to get more from him. You are welcome. First, welcome. This is EM Online TV. And also here, what we focus in, see some inspiration story and inspiration message, which it can support youth to utilize available resources in the streets. So I really kindly welcome, and also I wish to know a little about yourself.
Hello, nice to meet you. Nice to be here and giving the chance to talk to you. I'm looking forward for the discussion and to share some stories about the work that I did.
Yeah. First, we need to know even your name and your really exactly country where you came from.
I am from Austria. It's Central Europe, and I'm from the capital city of Vienna.
Yeah, this I think it will be the first question. Before you came Africa, when you heard the word Africa, what came in your mind?
That's a difficult question. It's a long time ago. I think maybe many people that live in Europe, they have never been to Africa, they might have a little misconception of the country, because we hear in the media and news a lot about development and underdevelopment, and especially in the context of Africa. But once you come here, you see it's so vibrant and there's so much happening, and it's great to be here.
Yeah, I really like that. What is your first country to visit in Africa?
The first country I visited was Ethiopia in 2013.
Yeah, that is really amazing. I remember one day when we shared some stories, and you told me that you have some expert about donors and also such kind of what someone supposed to do when he does a project. So can you give a ritual about the experience about donor, what they want when they fund African project?
Yes. I think from what I have seen so far is that a lot of great African NGOs, they do a really good work already. They have an impact, and they know the communities they work in. But I feel that sometimes two very important aspects that they sometimes lack are, for one, visibility. So they have to get their message across, which is really important, so they can be more visible. And also the storytelling, so that you are able to, or NGOs are able to tell their stories in a way that is very engaging to donors and their mission as well. So I think this has also been an important part of the SINA project, where you also learn how to make pitches in front of investors. And I think for NGOs it's similar. So it's really important to be concise and clear in communicating what your vision is and what your goals are, and how you intend to deliver on those goals.
Yeah, that is amazing. What I get from there, that also branding, branding in NGOs is most important, to tell the people that what NGOs does. And I think that, so what are the impact if organization do some good work that does not report and show anywhere? What does that what are the negative impact that to donors?
Yes. So I think then if the organizations don't do this work, then for donors it is difficult to assess whether an NGO is working in a way that is professional and impact oriented. And but when you have the numbers, when you have qualitative and quantitative data about the impact that you generate, and you're also able to communicate this impact that you are generating, it's easier for donors to say, okay, this NGO has a history, a track record of successful projects, and they created impact, so now we are willing to fund them. Or you can work with northern NGOs from Europe or the United States maybe, and partner with them to find donors who sponsor the projects here.
Yeah, we have a certain problem in Africa. Many youth, we have good ideas and good projects, but the problem we lack fund and also support of skills and everything, but we have good idea. And the biggest problem, we don't know where to start to get relation with donor. So can you tell us maybe the easiest way on how we can address our projects and maybe get supported from donor easily?
That's a difficult one, but I would say that once you have set up your communication channels and you are, spreading your word about what you do, maybe a website, or you have kind of papers that project descriptions, like documents outlining this track record of yours, then I think it would be good to look for partners in northern countries like Europe or the United States, NGOs that work there that have a similar vision to the vision that the organization here in Africa has, and to find partners in those countries, because the NGOs in those countries, they have very close relationships with the donors in these countries. So in development cooperation, there's a term called piggyback. It means when you carry someone on your back, and it's a strategy. So you have a NGO from Europe, for example, and you apply for a fund from a European donor together with a local partner organization. So you take the organization piggyback, and I think that's a good way to get funds from northern NGOs, from northern donors.
Yeah, that is really so amazing. And also what I really like also when I see those donors supporting African projects, because it's really blessing and give us hope of moving on. So another thing which I want also really to know, I observe some African, they get most of the time they get donation, but they get once, and the donors they disconnect is funding them. But when we really find, they say that misuse of fund and also so and what I think is the problem, maybe donor it can cut off relationship with a certain organization.
Yes, that's a big challenge. It's also a challenge. So I work in an NGO in Vienna, in my hometown, and it's also a challenge for us there. So the donors always want to see that the projects we make, they are innovative, and we've developed them further. So I think this is probably the most important thing to do, to not offer, for example, a service and stick with the service all the time, but after the end of the project period, or already during the first project period, think about how you can expand the impact of the project, or how you can complement the project with new components, so that it's innovative, and you show you have made experiences during the project, you learned from the experiences, made your conclusions, and develop the project further. And maybe another thing, and that's why I think we are all here, is the great thing on social entrepreneurship. And I think it's a great tool to sustain impact without having the need to be too dependent on donors, on external donors, but to offer a service for a certain fee, or have income generating activities that allow you to sustain your mission and the project.
Yeah, I really like and I get that. But I have this question.